everyone, so great to see you here today for the only show that asks you to pull out your books and pull out your chairs and join us at the table. Today we're doing a build, and it's going to be a fun one, so stick around for the whole thing, see what we make, and who knows, maybe it'll come up in the show Edge of Legends. But without further ado, let's do a quick introduction. Mr. Michael Powell, tell them who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, as always, I am Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO. And how about you?
My name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet as PJ.McGaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Come find me. Let's have a good time. And without further ado, let's see what we can build together after an entire episode about fish people. You might be surprised. We'll see you soon. Let's get our thinking caps. Let's do it. We definitely talked about potentially building an Azrakati NPC or some sort of Atlantean Aquaman of sorts. Doesn't have to be Aquaman himself. But we also wanted to open up to you, the legends in the chat, to see, did you have something you wanted to build? Did you think maybe it might be fun to build a magical weapon? Maybe it might be fun to build like a low-level spell. Maybe it might be fun to build another organization. Let us know in the chat as we're talking about this. You know, we definitely did just talk a lot about the Azrakati, so we can also go that route too.
Yeah. I actually have two things I want to actually ask you, PJ. I just had this thought. We did this a while back. I forgot when, but at some point. But down the line, I think it'd be really fun to do kind of a Ask Me Anything Edge of Legends version again.
Oh, I would absolutely love to do an AMA. I know that we did one a while back during it was just a rough day, and we're like, you know what, we're just gonna have some drinks and do an AMA. I think maybe sometime after we end the first story arc, we might open up like a nice group AMA, so you can hang out with everyone in the cast.
Yeah, do kind of I call it a lore AMA, a EOL lore AMA. That's a lot of letters.
Lorme. It could be that. I think it would also just be nice to hang out with people and ask questions and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so if you are in the chat and you'd like to see us do a lore AMA or us hang out with like everyone in the cast, let us know. We can definitely set that up.
I just remembered. I don't know if you want to do this now or make this thing on Discord. Which, if you haven't joined, make sure to join our Discord. What does the audience want to see us to do as our core class deep dive next? I believe we've already done... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. What were you going to say? No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I believe we've already done Alchemist, we've done Monk, and Barbarian. So those three are already off the table, since we already did them.
Yeah, that's very true. We also did Cleric during the religious roleplay episode, which I'd also like to go and spend more time going back and focusing solely on religious roleplay. And it's funny, I was going to say, as we speak, I'm actually writing the poll right now.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to say...
Great minds.
I swear, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to get too many options because I don't want to throw off the algorithm too much. We have right now the choices we have are Wizard, Fighter, Rogue, and Sorcerer. I don't think we've covered Druid yet, which obviously makes sense because we have a wonderful Druid in our campaign, but we can definitely do that. T for Goblins is saying we should do Witch, which is awesome. I want to say... we did Witch.
Yeah, we've done all the advanced class releases already and all the playtests. And if you want to check it out, it's up on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can absolutely check out the Witch episode. We talked about kind of how their familiar is, in theory, their magic book. And it's really kind of cool because I went back over and looked at it again. The Witch also has this fun thing where if another witch and another familiar are there, the two familiars can just start like trading spells so that their knowledge of magic both grow. It's kind of a fun mechanic.
I'm just like, as flavor, I'm just imagining they're sniffing each other's butts.
You can go that route, sure. That's a choice. I do like the idea that they're kind of playing around. Like it's a play.
Yeah.
Because most animals learn through play.
Yeah, and I also love the fact that I believe it's still, yeah, pretty much the way they can learn spells is they could, their familiar could just literally eat a scroll. So it's kind of like a dog that eats a shoe, I guess.
Which I love that thing because like you can also, I think this like you make a ritual to basically take a spell you see, turn it into a scroll, and then feed the scroll to the familiar, and then it knows that spell forever. Which if you know scrolls are temporary, so it's kind of a cool way to go about it.
Scrolls are temporary, but familiars are forever.
Familiar, well, until they die, and then they
Yeah.
come back. Yeah, no. So Witch was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend looking at the Witch episode. I think we covered everything in the advanced player's guide, including Swashbuckler,
Yeah.
Investigator, and Oracle. Oracle was a rough read. I was like, this
Yeah.
class is you have to choose to play this game on hard mode to play an Oracle.
Yeah. But it's, for Oracle, I say it's great for players who are really into the whole resource management aspect of the game.
It's definitely good for players who want to role play negative aspects. You know, like, oh, I'm cursed and I'm burned and my life is so hard. It's an Oracle is just an edgelord cleric,
Yeah. Really
kind of.
quick, Eric Jackson posted, "Oh, squirrel. I thought you said squirrel. You know what? If there maybe there's a squirrel somewhere that has spells like kind of tattooed on it or something, and your cat familiar eats it."
I mean, I could easily say as a GM, you're going to go eat. I think his name is Radagast, the guy that lives in the Tree of Life. Also, Evandale, thank you so much for the
Hey.
raid. So awesome to see the raid. We were actually just getting to the part of our show where we do a build with the legends in the chat. So if you guys have an idea of what you want to build, it could be a magical item, an NPC. We just did a deep dive into the Azrakati ancestry, which is this really cool Atlantean-like race of people. So let us know what you want to build. We can build a person, a place, or a thing, or a spell. We have a poll in the chat, or a poll on the page to see what you want us to cover next. We'll do a nice deep dive, give it like 3 or 4 episodes. Wizard, fighter, rogue, sorcerer, and we'll talk about like different spells you can put together, like spell lists and all kinds of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Let us
But
know.
anyway,
We're all yours.
yeah. But anyway, let's jump into our bill now. I don't think I've. Let me see. I'm checking the chat real quick. I don't believe anybody has made any suggestions thus far, so I'm gonna throw an idea out right now. And yeah, Azraketti, a Cajun Azraketti catfish
Yeah, you mentioned that during the thing. We can definitely talk about that.
or
So
Aquaman.
a Cajun Azur So I think our options, Chad, and you can weigh on this as much as you'd like. A Cajun Azur catfish person, or let's see what happens if we make Aquaman in the Pathfinder Second Edition universe.
Yeah, I
So
mean we
your
made.
choice.
I mean we made Barry all on recently, and the video's finally up.
Yes, yeah, it actually came out today. You can definitely check our episode where we invent the fastest man alive in Pathfinder. So you can do that too. Also, it's great to see Adam Generator and Malice 1974 in the chat. It's been a while. It's great to have you back. Evandale, awesome as always. And Savarta Maya, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Great to see you today. Adam Generator says if it's a catfish, it should be at least a master of deception so that it can catfish people.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
I think that kind of goes without saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's do this. Wally, if you could take a second to go to the chat or go to the poll and tell us what you want us to cover next. Let's decide if we're going to go catfish or Aquaman. I'm feeling the vibe that the chat wants us to cover catfish,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can do
That'd be
Aquaman
fun.
later because I think
That'd be
Aquaman
fun.
might be a fun build. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
So yeah, so I guess the first thing we're gonna do is ancestry, Azraketti.
Absolutely. So we're going with the Cajun Azarketti catfish. What heritage do you think that catfish would be?
uh, hmm. Just give me a second. I need to pull up that page real quick.
All right.
Let's see, ancestries, Azraketti. There we go. I let's see. I kind of want to say in nurture Nurtured, I think.
Inured?
Inured, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Malice 1974 is saying Beastkin. But I think that's a response to how to make it a catfish person. So what we're saying is we're going to be making an Azraketi Beastkin, which is funny because we had someone else in the chat. I don't know if Maynard for the Win is still in the chat, but they made the joke that the most catfish of all, or the most fish person of all, is half Beastkin, half Azraketi, or half fish and half fish. So I think that might be the way to go.
I kind of want to say nurtured or merc-eyed Azraketi. One of those two heritages. What do you think, chat?
Yeah, so in the inured, I believe makes it so that you are resistant against poison and kind of dirty environments because you're kind of used to that. The other one, the merc-eyed, is similar but different. You're kind of used to more muddy waters, if you will. So you see through cover. Yeah. And light cover, I should say, a lot easier.
And yeah, like I said, Malice, yeah, we could definitely go Beastkin as the versatile heritage, but you still need a ancestry to tack that onto.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense. I think Malice was saying that if we take Beastkin and tack it onto Azraketi, we got ourselves a catfish person.
Yeah. So what do you think, PJ?
I think, let me go back to those heritages and see, because I think if we're looking for a catfish specifically, we have to figure out what part of the catfish we're trying to actually encapsulate. Because they are used to
both works, I think.
Potentially, yeah. I honestly think because of their whiskers, I think tactile works, but I'm not married to it. You know what? Let's just go with Merc-eyed. Okay. I think that'd be more interesting to have like a rogue killer, if you will. Yeah. Okay. A nerd heritage. Now, here's the next question. What do we want this character to be? So it's a catfish person. Congratulations, we've achieved that. Do we just want that? Do we want something else? What do we want this catfish person to be doing? Adam Generator says, catfishing people. I love it. Do we want to go that way? If so, let's make it work.
Well, first of all, are we tacking on the versatile heritage of Beastkin to it? I think.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think we mentioned that a few times. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure. Let's see, real quick because we. Okay. Change shape because. You could change shape, which does help with the catfishing.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Class-wise, I would either go Ranger or Rogue.
I think if we want to catfish people, like Adam Jenner suggested, I think Rogue might be better suited for that. We can definitely go with one of those. What's the word I'm looking for?
Rackets.
Yes, thank you. One of their rackets, I think, would be very well suited for this. Yeah. Let's jump into Rogue.
I would say either Mastermind or Scoundrel, and I'm leaning towards more Scoundrel because Cajun.
I don't know. Let's take a look at what they offer. Let's see. Mastermind. While others might use sleight of hand, a silver tongue to achieve their objectives, you rely on your intellect. I don't see that. Mastermind seems like it's like, I'm very smart. I'm the Batman wizard.
Or a crime boss.
Or exactly. Or like your Lex Luthor type.
Or Rufa.
Or your Rufa type in this case. I think Scoundrel might be you are a grifter or a con artist. I think Scoundrel is the way to go in that. So we have this Cajun Azraketi catfish, rogue Scoundrel. Now, I guess the question is, what level should this character be?
I believe we actually skipped over one more very important part of the character creation part.
What's that?
Background.
Well, I mean, I think that kind of goes without saying for what this creature is. But you are right. Yes, we did skip that. Let me see.
Because I would throw either. Let's see. Because I'm double checking. Okay, they don't have a smuggler. So I would say, have him be a riverboat smuggler.
I I I feel like that kind of deflects from the original intention.
Mhm.
I think that's definitely a cool idea. But I think if we're looking for someone who's catfishing people, I don't know if smugglers would go. If you are
Bandit?
in the chat, Bandit possibly. If you're in the chat and have an idea, absolutely let us know. Adam Generator is saying illusionist, wizard, bard, scoundrel, rogue. Yeah, scoundrel, huge bonus to feints. I think we definitely have that. Reap Psyche says, hi, charisma fish person.
Oh, ooh.
Gil Guillermo del Toro has entered the chat.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Ooh, maybe charlatan or criminal.
I was just thinking charlatan would be really good.
Mhm.
Let me find that one really fast.
Oh man, now I'm envisioning like he could also kind of sound or have the mustache like Mark Twain.
I don't know about that, but I definitely love the effect. Like he has the catfish whiskers that they have, those
Yeah,
sensors,
yeah.
but he definitely like does things like stroke it like it's a
Mhm.
mustache.
Yeah.
So you travel from place to place, peddling your fortunes, snake oils,
Mhm.
pretending to be royal. Oh yeah, charlatan's perfect. You
Yeah.
choose two ability boosts. One must be to intelligence or charisma. One is a free boost. You're trained in deception
There we go.
and the underworld lore, and you get the charming liar skill feat. The charlatan is perfect for this
Mhm.
guy. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I am so hyped about how perfect this is. Um,
Oh man,
let's
this
see.
is actually going to be
Okay,
really
charlatan.
fun. It's going to be really fun making the cover YouTube page image for this, making a catfish person. Oh man, what assets I'm going to have to pull for this.
I can't wait for the journey that we have sent Michael Powell on and what he delivers. So everyone in the chat, thank you for going with this because it's gonna get good. Let's see here. Adam Generator, Attention Addict from the Fist of the Ruby Player's Guide
Mhm.
AP is also fit. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Reef Psyche says, "Who's a better swashbuckling pirate than a fishman?" Very good. Oh, Eric Jackson, work calls, got to go. Have a
Mhm.
good one, Eric. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was great seeing you in the chat.
Mhm.
Also, Tease for Goblins. I think at this point you've already left, but I want this still recorded. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you have a good time with your game, and we'll talk to you later.
Mhm. Real quick, if we had gone with Swashbuckler, I don't know if PJ still wants to go back on that. My styles that I would have suggested would have been Braggart or Wit.
Oh, see, that's really challenging because, like, I like the idea of them as a swashbuckler, but I don't know if it's like catfishing enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I personally still like the rogue idea, but I'm just saying if we had gone Swashbuckler, my choices for the styles would have been Braggart or Wit.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like the braggart would be a good way to go.
Mhm. Mark
So
Twain.
now Exactly. So now we have this Cajun catfishing catfish of the Azarkati. Nazarkati, Beastkin, and Yurt Heritage, Rogue Scoundrel, Background, Charlatan. We have a lot of the really juicy stuff. I guess now the question is, what level would we pick for them? Level 1? Are they going to be an NPC? Are they going to be a hero? What do we see?
I would say maybe I kind of want to stick this one because we've made some high level NPCs before.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to have a kind of a mid level NPC, like 5 or 6.
Okay, you know what? I'm down for that. Let's go level 5.
Yeah, because oh god, I don't know if anybody remembers the show. It it stars the incredible Bruce Campbell, The
Mm.
Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Oh, I know you're a big fan of that show.
Yo, yeah, and I know that there's a lot of characters there in that show. I would actually put around level 5 to 8, really, and a lot of those scoundrel characters in the show sounds like this catfish person that we're kind of creating.
I can definitely see that. I think
Maverick,
so.
that show Maverick. Sorry, Maverick with what's that guy
Yeah, yeah.
from Braveheart?
Back. The
Lethal
movie
Weapon.
with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I grew up with just said it, Maverick, the old black and white with oh God, why am I blanking on his name? He was in the movie as his father.
What's his name? Not
James
Sam Elliott.
James James
Not,
Garner.
I think so. James Garner. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lady Altaria. Thank you. Yeah, James Garner. Oh, classic. Also, I just want to say this: Reap Psyche put it doesn't work for what we're building, but it's such a good idea. I'd love to build it later. A riverboat gambler who pulls heists on riverboats and then fights his way off.
Yeah. Love that.
Delicious. That's such a good character. We can easily build that another time.
I'm probably gonna butcher your name, so I apologize ahead of time. Savare Maya? Savare Maya?
Savarte Maya, I believe.
Yeah. But yeah, mustache plus goatee. Well, as a person who has facial hair, yeah, I'm down for that.
Speaking of someone who also has some thick shag on his face, yeah, I love the idea of like the mustache is implied, like it's the catfish whiskers, but there's definitely a little like goatee, soul patch, kind of Errol Flynn vibe going on. So yeah, I love. Now we need to do the most important thing because we have 10 minutes left, technically 9 minutes left of this episode. We need to figure out this level 5 rogue scoundrel charlatan, Azarkati, Beastkin, and Nerd. We need to figure out their name. Ooh. So what are we going to name this catfishing catfish who lies and steals from people?
What do you think, chat? Throw us some ideas.
Yeah, Malice put give Thane's Forberry. I think I'm missing the reference. I would love to be explained what that is because that sounds interesting.
Let's see. Let's see. I kind of want to like maybe his last name is French. I have a feel. I kind of want to give him kind of a French-ish last name. So I'm looking up what's catfish in French.
That's actually a good question. Well, you want to go Cajun, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I want to say Cajun does have French, but also has like their own words as well. Let's see here. Yeah, it's mostly just a butchering of French, but there's got to be some that's culturally significant to just them because they've been around for a while. There's got to be one for. Let's see.
Ooh, I kind of like Reap Psyche's name, like who threw in Henry de la Fox. Fox.
Hold on, let me see that.
I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce the last name.
Henri de la Faux.
Faux, okay, Faux.
Yeah. And Lady Alterial said Goujon.
Hey,
I don't know what Goujon
I like
means.
Goujon. I like combining it. Maybe Henri de la Goujon.
Possibly. Well, I'm trying to think because de la Faux, I think de la Faux means of the lie or of the error. Of the fake, something like that.
It's Cajun for a type of catfish, goujon. I like that.
You know what? Let's marry it this way. Let's do Goujon de la Faux.
Goujon de la Faux?
Yeah, Goujon de la Faux. I mean, how Cajun does that sound?
I like that. I dig it. I dig it.
All right, peeps. We have made a very interesting NPC, and one day this NPC. Well, I think we're going to have to enter this NPC into the next NPC voting rally to see which one we make become because we had the winner from the last NPC rally, and it was the married couple, the dog and cat investigators.
What is it? Beauregard and Precious.
Beauregard and Precious, not Beauregard.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Beauregard would be funnier.
Beauregard would be a little on the nose. It'd be funny, though, yeah. So let's see. His name is... Goujon de la Faux. I love this. So we have a catfish and catfish.
Personality-wise, character-wise, more like Gambit from X-Men, or more like Mark Twain. What do you think? Personality
Well,
wise.
that's tough because their entire thing as a catfisher
Hmm.
is lying. They're basically con mans and grifters. I kind of see more of a Gambit with that
Hmm.
mentality.
I want to say
Someone who's very roguish.
Mark Twain, though, his personality, he does have a lot of very con esque personality, or at the very least, when popular media kind of uses portrays him, especially in what is it what's in Star Trek Next Generation.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh,
which
you need to watch that episode. Guinan and Mark Twain is in it.
Oh, is that the one where again the holo projector on the
No.
holodeck
It's
goes
the
off?
one. It's the one where they got trapped in time in back in the past, and Data's head is stuck in the past.
Okay, so I just have to do a quick shout out to Malice 1974. As we're talking names, like we cite Goujon de la Faux. Malice 94 goes Deuce Bigelow male gigolo. It's French for Deuce Bigelow male gigolo.
Deuce Bigelow, fish gigolo.
That's worse. That's so worse. Listen to this. So we know that they are a catfisher and a con man, a huckster, that kind of stuff. I think we can kind of figure out the personality if we figure out why this person is stealing from people through lies.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna try to find that episode of Star Trek Next Generation for you, PJ,
Mm-hmm.
because even if you don't use it, it's a great episode.
Would like to see it absolutely. So let's finish
Times
up because
Arrow,
we have
yeah.
Times Arrow. Thank you. Yeah, Lady Alterial knows their Star Trek. Let
Hmm.
me tell you what. Um, he's just not that good at catfishing. That's his persona. I love it. So it's like so his fake persona is that he's a catfisher. We're getting way too meta. We need to
Yeah,
make this simple, otherwise it's gonna get way too deep. Like
yeah.
I'm a failed catfisher, but I'm really a bounty hunter. Like
That would
it's
be
gonna
actually
get.
really awesome.
Well, let's talk about this. So, what do we want to go, Chad? Do we want him to be a catfisher, snake oil? Because we have everything built around him right now being a catfisher for a lifestyle.
Mhm.
But I guess the question is, why does he want to steal? What does he want
Um,
to steal? And what is his ultimate goal?
Adam Generator is saying give him the vigilante dedication. I mean, giving him a dedication would be actually interesting, or do we just want to keep him straight rogue?
I want to keep him solid rogue with the
Okay.
charlatan background. I'll say this, Adam Generator, you have a really good idea with the vigilante dedication, absolutely. But it does create this mechanical difference of personas, right?
Hmm.
So according to the rules that's written, if you're a vigilante, you're basically Batman. You have Bruce Wayne and you have Batman, and they have two different mechanical benefits. They're very fun and exciting, but it's a harsh difference as opposed to someone who's just lying to get through life. See
Ooh,
what I'm saying? And therefore, the only mechanic is how good are they at lying?
what if we give him the archetype of poisoner, and yeah, he's a huckster and everything, but his real job maybe he's an agent of something, like maybe a character has a network of somebody, and they need a poisoner assassin.
Well, okay, so now it sounds like you're just trying to create him into being something you want for yourself, instead of making him what he is. Penguin Witch Doctor says, "Nah, arcane huckster. Malice, he's stealing because he can. Okay. Um,
Like what is it that Lupin the in stories is a thief, a
mhm.
gentleman thief who can actually who basically steals because he can, or from the anime Lupin the Third, they steal because they just want something.
Oh,
They
I
don't
love
need it, but
Lupin
they
the
just
Third.
want it.
Okay, so let's do this. Ooh, okay. I just
Talisman
had a
Gambler.
marriage. I just had a marriage
Oh,
idea here. So, marriage idea here. Stealing because he can, arcane huckster. He is a catfisher who tries to attack like high profile magical people because he wants to steal their magic.
hmm.
Magical items, a spell they know, a magical artifact because he can. It's not so much that he's like, oh, I need it because I need power, or screw them, they have too much. It's, you
Ooh,
know what? That's something that I can
yeah.
take that they're not gonna miss, and it's kind of cool. I'm gonna steal something magical from them.
Story wise, this would be a great way to also bring back Precious. So we could set Precious against the catfish. So we can have a cat go up against a fish.
You know, I have to admit, I really like that. I really like that idea, Michael. So let's see here, Arcane Huckster.
Actually, is Arcane Huckster an actual thing?
I think it might actually be a
I think no, it's not
a racket. It's not. It might be a help me out,
it's
brain.
not an archetype. It's not an archetype either.
It's not an archetype. Oh,
No, it's not
okay,
archetype.
cool.
I think what you're thinking of is real quick, Eldritch Trickster.
That's it, Eldritch Trickster.
Mm-hmm.
We can definitely give him like one level of Eldritch Trickster.
No, that's part of the racket. So if you're gonna have him as a scoundrel, you have to pick either or. You can't have two rackets.
I think you make a good point. I'm going to stick with Scoundrel just because I feel like Scoundrel and Charlatan work very well together. And if really need be, he can take a level of wizard dedication
or scoundrel.
feat.
Yeah.
Penguin Witch Doctor. Nope, just sounds fun. And that's what matters. It really does. Thank you for adding that flavor. Because of you gave me a really good idea. And same with Malice, you gave me a really good idea, and we're marrying it, and it's going to be great.
Anyway, PJ, why don't you read for us what we got as we wrap this up?
Yep, yeah, it's about that time. Let's see. One last little note. Let's see. Only targets powerful, high profile magic users. Okay. Cool. So, I see Adam Generator doing a lurk. Okay, I'll be looking for now. I got some things to do. Hey, so awesome to have you, Adam Generator. It's been way too long. Lady Alterial, white collar magic catfishing con artist, shut up and take my money. Okay, well, I'll take your money then, because I think that's what we got here. We have a gentleman by the name of Gaujon de la Faux, a level 5 Azurcati Beastkin Nerd Heritage catfisher with the background of charlatan. They are catfisher and conman and a huckster. They are very roguish and probably, I imagine, that sometimes kind of skittish. They are arcane hucksters who steals magic, whether they be magical items, scrolls, spells wholesale, or artifacts, because he can and because it's rare. He only targets powerful, high-profile magic users to make sure he's getting the best and really tries to challenge himself. And yeah, you have yourself a white-collar magic criminal catfish who likes to pretend to be other people to get stuff from people.
Yep.
He's a dirty, rotten fish scoundrel.
Oh, this is going to be interesting to make the YouTube cover.
Oh my God.
The accents I need to find.
I love this. I'm going to put a big star by this because eventually when we build a few more and we're past our 1-year anniversary, we're going to have another NPC competition to see who gets to enter the world of Edge of Legend.
PJ, or we could do all of them and have a Murder on the Orient Express kind of story.
That could also go really well. But we do have to call it. It's 5:33. Thank you so much, chat, for helping us build Gaujon de la Faux. And looking at the poll, if you haven't already had a chance to poll, I'm going to give you a few more minutes until we end. So go check out the poll, see if there's anything there you want us to cover. Wizard, fighter, rogue, sorcerer. And without further ado, it's time for us to say goodbye. Mr. Michael Powell, please tell the people at home where they can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow, that's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, such as my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And on Thursdays, I'm on the Toyzilla Network channel here on Twitch, doing a show called Toys Alive at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we talk about toy news and have some stuff fun with nostalgia. And I believe at 8 p.m. tonight, someone just might show up on Live Action Roleplay Twitch channel for a little afters game. Well, not game, but afters chat, where we talk about Ballroom Armageddon and Purgatory Cafe.
Awesome, awesome. I wish I could make it. I'm going to be busy. I don't know if you saw last episode of Edge of Legend, but the heroes hit level 4. They did a really awesome job of that. So I'm going to be working with them to make sure everything's all leveled up right, answering the questions that may have, and doing some other like personal life stuff tonight. So I won't be able to join tonight. But my name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.mcgaw. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Come find me. Let's have a great time. When I'm out here Tuesdays with Mr. Michael Powell, you can find all of us here Wednesday, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Edge of Legend. They're closing in. OzmaCon is going to be crazy. Ian still will not be joining us this week. He is, doing that awesome thing, like helping to plan a wedding for he and his partner, and I'm super excited for them both.
Hooching.
He's gone hooching. I love that we put that up. Also, this weekend, I think is like...
Memorial Day weekend.
It is Memorial Day weekend, but this Saturday, we're doing Poison Tulips, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for Gilding Light. That's twitch.tv/Gilding Light, Satine Phoenix's D&D channel. And we'll be doing Poison Tulips 1 to 3 p.m. I don't know if it's our last episode. I think it's our second to last episode. But I'll probably be reminded that Saturday. And 2 other announcements. And I swear it's the last. June 4th, myself and a few familiar faces are going to be doing a one-shot with our friends and our great friends at Waffles Maple Syrup, as they're doing a good old-fashioned cowboy RPG, the Deadlands. So tune in June 4th. That night, we should be doing one then. More details. And then I'm going to be doing another charity show Saturday, June... I got to do math. June 12th to support the Wounded Warrior charity. I'm a big supporter of the Wounded Warrior for a lot of reasons. So come tune in. More details on that as we get closer. This exit's already been way too long. So thank you so much for coming and listening and joining us. Thank you for this amazing catfish. We'll see you here same time, same Nat channel at the table. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.